Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Deanna Saucetta. The big news today, the winter storm rolling through New Mexico. Here's meteorologist Travis Christie with the latest.
Well, Deanna, we got Rio Grande and Gallegos picking up some major snow here. This is very impressive. You get in a certain part of the city, and that's where we're seeing the heaviest snow, basically north of I-40. We'll get to the radar in just a bit. But first off, let's give you the rundown of what we're dealing with here. Obviously, we've got a lot of advisories and warnings on the board. The Northeast under an advisory through 5 o'clock. Also back off towards the northern mountains, the San Juans and the Jemez. Through 5 o'clock, you got a winter storm warning. The same goes for the down towards the Gila. Also, the Sacramento's just coming on the border. We're probably going to add Lee and Eddy County here in the next little bit as far as advisories are concerned. So again, we've got a couple of areas concerned down to the south. Most definitely, we're seeing some heavy showers, and also with Rio Grande Valley getting some major rain right now, and even some rain-snow mix. But of course, a lot of snow north of 40. But we're going to be watching this very closely. We still got a lot more to go with this storm as it rolls on in, obviously. I want to take a look at the live webcam, or the live cam rather, the I-25 and I-40 cam. This is a big eye cam. You can see a little bit of snow there. Temperatures right around 34 degrees. We'll talk more about this storm. There's still plenty to go with this storm, by the way, in just a bit.
All right, thanks a lot. Overnight, snow and rain froze, which left drivers with a slippery commute in the metro area this morning. News 13's Dave Romero live at Tramway and Central with a complete wrap up there.
Well, Deanna, we saw a number of cars spin out right in front of us, and no one was immune from those slick roads. A couple of those cars belonged to cops. Now, just after 1 a.m., all flurries fell with not much sticking to the ground, or the streets, rather, at that time, until a couple of hours later. Once it did, the skies opened up, the temperatures fell, and the streets froze. Now, at least 5 cars spun and struck the barrier wall along I-25 and Tramway before road crews had a chance to salt those roads. Now, once they came out, traffic was diverted for a while to allow them to help melt the black ice that covered the interstate. Back on other roads in town, sheriff's vehicles became part of the morning mess. One along southbound 25, the other involved in a 6-car pileup on eastbound Paseo del Norte. Now, some of the other wrecks throughout town had interstates closed off and on while crews cleaned the area. Drivers we spoke with who were brave enough to come out didn't find the overall conditions too bad, as long as you were looking out for the other guy. If you didn't have to be out this morning in the roads, would you come out?
No.
I mean, it was all backed up. It took me like 20 minutes just to get like 2 miles.
It's just a matter of watching out for the other drivers, making sure that they're driving cautiously, and if they're not, trying to avoid them or just keep it slow and keep on the slow lane.
Good advice. Now, as you can see, there's some snow behind me. The grounds are still wet. Tomorrow, the conditions are almost expected to be the same, if not worse, so you can probably expect the same kind of conditions that we experienced today with a lot of slick roads. We also want to mention that everybody involved in those reported accidents due to weather this morning, nobody was seriously hurt. Deanna, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, David. And the best way to get road conditions is to call 511 or check out krqe.com. Now, this was the scene in downtown Gallup overnight. Snowplows were out on I-40 all night trying to keep it as clear as possible. State police say if you don't have to travel that area, please don't, because it is really hazardous. And a lot of accidents in Grants as well overnight. Police were dealing with car accidents all over the city with a similar situation. In Albuquerque, the snow froze quickly and caused the roads to get very icy very quickly.